All right, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for
Arcane Season 2, Episode 6. All right.
Oh my
the
gosh.
The 6th episode. See,
Yes.
the thing is,
Yes.
last season's 6th episode affected me rather deeply.
Yeah, I think last season's 6th episode is my favorite episode of the show.
It certainly has my favorite moment of the show.
Yes, mine too,
But,
yeah.
but, here's the big but here. The previous episode had all of the emotions that I would have expected from like a 6th episode.
Right.
Even to the point where there was a point between watching the last episode and now, I was like, wait, Caleb, didn't we already watch the 6th episode? And you're like, no, that was 5. I'm like, oh.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no, what's gonna happen here then? This is not gonna be a happy episode.
But,
then.
you know, all
Oh,
the
no.
craziness is world craziness that certainly will not have any impact on Jinx,
our family,
and Vi, our family.
Yeah.
No, definitely not. That's
no way.
fine.
No, there's been nothing set up in any way whatsoever that could emotionally
it's just gonna
destroy
be
what
has
been built up this season.
It's gonna be just Jason Victor having another falling out,
we
and
have to find out what
and Bessa
happened
and
to Jason.
Mel,
We gotta
whatever.
figure out what happened out there. Yeah, no, like
so many other things that don't have to have anything to do with that.
The gray is real good when you.
Yeah. So, let's go.
Yeah, y'all. Without further ado, let's get into this. Whoa.
Is this what Jace saw?
He touched the arcane. You can see it's like pieces of what looks like the core,
Yeah.
but
Nice. A little cog.
No. I can't let you leave.
Oh.
Sorry you feel that way. I'm sorry too.
whoa. Oh my god. Damn, Victor.
Poor Sallow.
You're free.
That isn't Jace. There is another will at work within him.
Whoa.
Ancient. Like
Like a voice. This is a sophisticated conjuration. A singularity simultaneously self-replicating and self-annihilating.
we've never seen complexity like this.
That's so cool. They get to
Yeah.
go through this together.
Chaos.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I guess even more than seeing where Jace is at, it's where's Victor?
Whoa. Who is Victor now?
Okay.
Noxus prizes strength above all else.
Okay, we got singed.
3 core principles.
All right.
Vision. The top of the triangle. Charting a course and having the wisdom to navigate it. This form is your base, child. Your eyes see what others don't.
Ah, trading
Right.
Caitlyn, yeah.
Bending your environment to your will. But eventually, you need force.
Too much force exposes you to risk.
The last is guile.
Guile,
Okay.
yeah.
Absent accountability.
Yeah, and Bessa definitely has political guile. Not subtlety, but guile.
Tunnels in your eyes. Lava in your veins. Shadows in your heart.
Okay.
This is the truth of combat. I've discovered a 4th principle. Sacrifice.
Ooh.
The temper born of suffering. We understand it as others cannot.
Dang, yeah.
I've tracked him to Zone.
Let's hunt a beast.
Okay.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Right.
Yeah.
I hoped you might return.
You filthy traitor.
That was me at my worst. Simply awful. But the Herald has freed me of my past self.
Of course he has a title now, yeah. They probably gave it to him, but still, yeah.
Yeah.
All are welcome. But I must ask you to surrender your weapons. This is a place of peace.
sure?
Yeah, hold on to this, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
In a
Almost
short
looks
time,
like
we
a
built a
utopia.
whole little community around here, yeah.
Yeah.
The Herald's vision.
Whoa.
Come. He's expecting you.
Yeah, you don't need to hide it.
Yeah. Oh.
Come on. Come on,
Yeah.
big guy.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Mm-hmm.
Dripped out.
Yep.
Barely human, it even looks like, too, with regards to
here
all
you
the
can
stuff
heal people.
growing from here, yeah. Whoa. Oh, here we go.
All right.
I am connected with your astral self.
First time it hasn't worked, and that's probably a real good thing.
Yeah.
Victor, you once told me all systems have limits.
He is worth the risk.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
Right, the heart is still in there.
Yeah.
It's not just
but
a
no
machine.
emotion, though.
Vander's psyche is deeply entangled with that of the beast.
How did you know his name?
He told me.
Ask for a miracle healer. Get
Yeah.
a metal fortune cookie.
I saw your father.
Okay.
His dream of your family, the vision of Zone as it could have been, it was beautiful.
Can you help him?
I will do all in my power. However, I have one condition.
Looks like you got a couple.
You have much to offer this commune, Paladin.
Jinx! Oh my god! What? What? Pop, pop, pop!
That was fantastic.
My condition is that he must be restrained at night. I've seen the harm of which he is capable.
That's a very fair point.
I hate fortune cookies.
We're gonna get you out of there, Vander.
Oh. Okay, all
And
right.
that's
well.
also going to bring war to this place. Okay.
Oh yeah, of course, of course. All right, so let's see,
Cool.
what is the beast then? Oh my gosh.
As sus as Victor is now because of the whole thing that happened, I don't feel sus about this whole process.
Right, yeah.
Even though normally the idea of a named character getting healed by Victor, I'd be like, no.
Right. Whoa.
Wow.
Oh,
my
the
God.
memories. Silco, yeah.
Holy
Elliot.
shit.
Oh. Yeah, look at them.
This is beautiful.
They've been giving us music videos every single episode. If this is the one we get for this one, I'm gonna be very happy.
Damn.
Yeah.
Do you remember them? I remember Mom's smell the most.
Axel Grease.
No.
Do you think it could actually work?
Underground utopia run by a skinny tin machine herald.
Maybe when Piltover slides into the sump.
What if we stayed? Help them out.
We?
Yeah. Ah, yeah.
But... Oh.
Well.
All right.
No weapons. I'm afraid the Herald insists.
Caitlin, you know what's about to happen here.
Yeah.
I believe this herald may be a former pupil of mine, a man of science. Let me speak with him.
Good, Singed. Okay.
Ready our forces for tonight. I should like to meet this herald.
Cool.
I actually respect this ambassador. Don't go in with weapons. Go in to meet him too, you know? Even though I know what you're about.
Yeah.
You felt it, haven't you?
Whoa.
No decline. Your power is finite.
I've been expecting you, Doctor.
Victor,
Yeah.
incredible to know what you know. His quest led him astray.
Yeah.
Now the only
Wow.
course was forward. The only warmth, a dream of her woes.
Knowledge is a paradox. The more one understands, the more one realizes the vastness of his ignorance.
Yep. It's true, actually.
Yeah.
Marvelous specimen, isn't he? The regenerative qualities of his blood will stabilize you. Apex Shimmer combined with you. The apex form of Hextech.
What you are suggesting would destroy him. Conquest. The greed of warmongers.
Wow.
To complete your work. To save us from ourselves.
Yeah.
You must survive, Victor.
Do you believe in fate, Doctor?
Not fate. Evolution.
Oh.
Nature's greatest force, forever in flux.
Change. Yeah.
Evolution has a destination. Not to combat nature, but to supersede it.
Whoa.
The final, glorious evolution.
Whoa.
He isn't a specimen. He's a man, and he needs my help. I will not sacrifice his humanity for your cause.
But I assume you understand already. If you perish, this community is soon to follow.
Nice.
Ooh. But he's kind of detached in a lot of ways, so
Yeah.
he's not making the decision based on the community and what it needs. She's like, wait a minute.
Hang on a sec.
Yeah.
Follow him, you end up seeing a familiar face.
Well, I was like gonna say, where's all the Noxian soldiers? But maybe
Yeah,
they
I
all
guess they
left.
pulled back.
Yeah, probably. Fun. Yeah. Boom. Hey. Hi.
On the job, I see.
You can't be here. Your hair. Look like an angry oil slick.
I feel like one.
Cupcake.
Oh. Yeah.
Who's out there?
We tracked some sort of new chem weapon down here. A bloodthirsty, murderous beast.
Oh.
What are you doing here?
Trying
Yeah.
to save my dad.
Nice. Keeping that secret for now. Yeah. Oh.
Right.
Ooh,
But she
okay.
probably is like, wait, didn't your dad die?
I believe I can craft a serum that will prohibit Victor's success.
Yes?
It's fine.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Oh my gosh, it's all coming to a
Wow.
head.
Yeah,
Oh
so
no.
what are you gonna do, Jace?
Oh. Okay. So with the crystal lodged in him,
Yeah.
that could be affecting things, yeah. Bit performative, you know?
Right.
It's time.
Who's calling the shots exactly? Oh. Okay.
That's dirty.
Yeah.
Slippery as an eel.
Are they playing hide and seek or something?
I think so.
I knew you could get it.
Oh.
Had some time to think lately. Ever since you dropped into my life, it's like a...
Oh, don't do this now.
I can't tell whether everything's blurry or clear.
Don't mess with us.
Hear a dumb joke? A sentimental ex-con, a giant furball, two of Piltover's most wanted, walk into a weird cult. Here comes the punchline.
Vi,
Oh, shit.
the one who captured Caitlyn's heart, I owe you thanks.
Yeah.
Your absence provided a vacuum I was able to fill.
Yeah, gloat, yeah.
In other circumstances, I might have offered you a position in my organization.
Drinking in her victory.
Yeah.
You cause too many complications. Caitlyn must not be distracted.
Don't worry. She's not distracted.
Yeah, this is a play.
My father taught me about trust. He told me if I wanted it, there were only 3 things I needed to do.
Ooh, 3 things.
Yeah.
Teach her
Be
3 things
honest.
too. Yeah.
Even if it means telling a self-righteous windbag that her breath smells like a cesspool. Be patient. Still haven't quite cracked that one. But being
Nah.
tied up sure helps.
And the third,
Don't actually be tied up.
Just shut the fuck up.
Oh! Oh!
The fissures are blocked by guard towers. Patrols circle the compound.
Yeah!
Personal guard are posted here
Nice!
and here. They aren't expecting trouble at home. With flawless timing and
A big distraction.
Ah!
I love it.
Let's go!
whatever you do, don't underestimate Ambessa.
Yeah.
Oh! Here we go!
Vander's in trouble. I have a plan. You're not gonna like it.
And then Jinx is gonna be like, wait, what?
Hope I was worth your time.
Night night!
All right.
Oh my gosh.
I love it.
This is so good. Whoa! All those eyes.
Uh-huh. Oh.
It's all the stuff that Victor's put up here. It's like touched with the arcane and it's messing with his own like... It's like messing with his own perception of like reality, yeah. Bro.
Hey, bud.
Yeah, maybe you need some calming jasmine tea. You know?
Yeah, exactly.
I don't need any calming tea. I need to capture Victor. Oh,
Damn.
Yeah, you need him too.
Wait, are we getting a full happy ending? What?
No, he's still holding the hammer, man.
Well,
he's
yeah.
still holding the hammer. Whoa. The way it looks kind of like the magical prison that,
Sure.
you know, that Medarda is in. Whoa.
Yeah, you can't even really reach him with that hammer.
Vi sent me. I'm going to get you out of here.
The captain.
Yeah.
Ambessa believed in you.
And then Jinx saves her.
Death will be a deep cut.
Bro!
Okay.
Yeah.
The wink. Oh!
Oh! Music! Oh!
And the cutting of the hair. Oh, that's poetic. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
The
So
runes
they're like
absorbing
ammo.
the magic. Yeah. He bought anti-magic gear, you know?
Right. Braids are
Yeah.
a bit problematic.
Oh. Dad is here. Yeah. Pick on someone your own size.
Don't touch my
Oh, and that was like with restraint. That was Vander. That was not
just
Warwick.
Just shock put him, basically.
Oh. Okay. All right, everybody's here. We're okay. Oh no.
They're not gonna do a thing where it's not gonna be some Phantom Menace like.
I swear it.
Like if Victor dies, then everything else goes away.
Oh. The shot with the broken core and everything was this.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Uh-huh.
Oh my god. And then the gear, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Uh-huh.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it wasn't like a theoretical, like we need someone with his vision or whatever in order to keep this place going. No, it's literally
his vision just died. Top of the triangle just severed.
Yeah.
Guys, what about Warwick, Vander, like... Yeah. Yo. We need to run.
Fuck.
Like lava in your veins.
Vander.
I don't think it's gonna work this time.
Uh-huh. Oh.
If you're lucky, he'll just die. Well, shit.
Oh!
All right.
I understand now. The message hidden within the pattern. The reason for our failures in the commune. It's inescapable. Humanity. Our very essence.
God.
Our emotions.
Yeah, it's just chaos. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Unbridled chaos, yeah.
Two sides of the same coin, strictly bound.
Oh.
Right, she doesn't have her gauntlets.
Yeah. It's literally just gonna be like Kate and Jinx like having the guns that like
Oh, and you bring back the same artist as episode 6's. Or wait, maybe not.
You should just go. Just get out of here. This is bad.
Okay.
Go. Oh no. Oh, just like Powder in episode 3. Gonna do something stupid.
Oh my god. Yeah, don't.
I mean, it was gonna come no matter what. It was just
don't do it.
Just a matter of when.
Like I'm so cheering right here, but show don't do it.
Yeah.
Wow. Incredible.
This is animation, y'all. This is just like you, a big damn hero.
I know how that goes.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. And that just ends the episode.
Yeah.
Greatest good is also the cause of our greatest evil.
Sacrifice. Yep.
Okay.
All right, y'all.
Incredible.
Episode 6s in these
they
these
hit.
seasons, they hit different. I don't know about you, Jacob, but yeah, this was my favorite episode, season 2 thus far.
Oh yeah, I think
Yeah.
episode 5 is a potential contender just because of all the happy feelings. But yeah, this one was absolutely incredible. The artistic choices made in this episode were bangers all the way through. Like that's probably what impressed me the most, right? Is the thing of like, all right, you know, they have this vision of what they're going to do, and they're going to do it in this particular way. And the amount of just awesome that we have jam-packed into this episode, it's just too damn high.
It's too damn high.
Like,
and it's so relaxed pace of an episode in terms of what we actually like have progression-wise happen.
Yep.
That it just felt really, really nice and cozy all up until the last possible second when you knew things were going to go wrong because Jace's kind of presence kind of is the timer ticking down, basically, that, you know, is going to bring this about, even though he's not really the full force, you know, thing that actually made this happen here.
Yeah, there was a nice inevitability to this episode that felt a lot more like gentle, if that makes sense.
Gentle,
than the inevitability that we got in season 1, right?
Oh, right, because the inevitability of season 1 was one of the forces of this world are too cruel to have this happen.
Right.
Whereas, if anything, the forces that govern these characters and their own will, their own desire to be who they are, ends up clashing by the very nature of them being.
And that's
what Victor's whole thing was, is that like
that's what Victor's whole thing was, but I think that's also why Isha's sacrifice is so important and impactful.
Right.
Because it's not something where it's like, it doesn't feel to me like, this is why we can't have nice things, and so Isha's gotta die. Right? And Vander can't be around and all that stuff.
Yeah.
You could theoretically take that very pessimistic perspective.
Yeah.
But that's not how the show frames it. Right? It's that all of this crazy shit happens, and we have a choice, right? And that's one of the reasons why I think it's so perfect for both Jinx to see, because she's losing her family again, right? And that's where I think also Vander dying here is important, because the chance for character growth is not only tied to whether or not you get a lucky break.
Sure.
Right? This is an unlucky break.
Very.
But the thing is that things can be different. Isha makes the same decision that you made, Powder. And it doesn't have to be a bad thing.
No.
Even though down to the mechanics of how it's being done are basically the same, right?
Yep.
We're going to take these unstable magic things and clack them together, right?
Yep. It's literally a direct
and Jinx is
callback.
like, no, I've literally done that. Don't do it. Oh God, please no. Right?
Yeah.
And well, Isha's gone, right? Like there's no way Isha's gonna be alive after this, right?
No. There's a very tiny chance Vander is alive after this, but not
right.
I don't think so.
Yeah. But that doesn't take away the action that was done, right? Isha did still save a lot of people right there.
Yeah, she saved a lot of people, and also specifically, she did this because of you, Powder Jinx.
Exactly.
The person that you were, the person that you became, inspired.
Yep.
Isha in this way.
Right.
You laugh about it and you joked about it, about being a big damn hero, but you were her hero. You were her big sister in the same way that Vi was your hero. But the thing is that in a lot of ways, you never, unlike Vi, you never failed Isha in her eyes. You never left that lofty place.
Yeah.
And in this episode, we saw in a lot of ways people trying to either take advantage of that or supplant that, the being the apple of someone's eye. And Bessa kind of mocks this with Vi earlier in the episode by saying like, you used to have Caitlyn's eye in a way that was special, that was unique.
Yeah.
And I took that place that you used to be and I put myself there. Thank you for leaving that void so that I could fill it. I fucking love that she gloated in this manner because it makes the comeuppance just that much more satisfying.
Oh, yeah.
But it's also so fun in that she kind of casually predicts her loss in this episode by talking about the power of sacrifice and how it just absolutely enhances all of the things that she values.
Right.
Which is what Isha does.
Yep.
But also in a fun way is what kind of what Victor does in an interesting way.
Yeah.
I kind of think that Victor saw this coming because he saw everything else coming. So then in this moment here when the Jace that is whatever
He's
is
cooked.
Jace, whatever, his brain is just washed.
Yeah.
He comes in here and Victor doesn't resist. He doesn't try to avoid it. He doesn't try to run away. Doesn't try to change or do anything.
What are you going to do?
Yeah, he basically lets him
decide. Yep.
And by doing so, Victor, I don't think Victor's gone. I'm just going to throw this out there.
I don't think so either.
I think that Victor basically just full on Stargate, whatever those people were. He just ascended into a being of pure energy.
Yeah, he might be gone from this location show perspective. I could see that theoretically.
I could see him being done with this season of Arcane. But Victor is now Victor's now superseded nature, as he talked about, in his bit with Singed there. But I think that the point of a sacrifice for something something greater, that's something that you make a choice for yourself. That's not something that you make a choice for somebody else. So the idea that Mbessa maybe has an idea of that, but she's going to be around in the rest of this season in order to maybe learn that lesson.
Yeah,
I think will be kind of fun. But yeah, I love the plotting this episode. It was also very clever in how they just barely hinted at the whole Vi Caitlyn, like we did some shenanigans, some plannery.
Oh yeah.
In between that little jump there, like the spit in Caitlyn's face was like, oh okay, there's something going on here.
That was a slightly kinky spitting in her face, right? Like
Caitlyn just being like, babe, you're supposed to hit the top of my forehead so that it trails down my nose. I love that.
Right.
And then Vi's like, babe, like, damn, you never hit this hard in the bedroom. Like,
right, exactly.
It was so performative, and yet, like, for that slight bit, I was like, whoops. I was like, well, I mean, maybe.
Well,
no.
That's Mbessa's problem, right?
Right,
because she's so used to victory that she kind of, to use the league terms, she's playing a bit too cocky right now because she knows she's ahead, right? And so, oh, hey, you got sloppy, and then suddenly, oh, wait a minute, I got beaten, I see gray.
How dare you use my own spells against me, Potter?
right, exactly. So sometimes that just happens, and hey, Kate did.
Too much force exposes you to risk,
Right, exactly. Even the things that you were teaching Kate, how much were you teaching Kate so that Kate could, like, grow herself? Or were you just teaching Kate your own perspective? And Kate's just like, okay, cool, that's how you think. Right?
All right, yeah. I got you.
Neat,
Fun.
Yeah.
I also like this as well because Caitlyn was... Caitlyn's still done some really fucked up things this season. But the idea that she maybe saw somewhere along the line, like, I'm going a bit far. She might not even be there. And this might have just been a thing of, like, Vi showed up and I don't know how to think anymore because, like...
Sure.
This is Vi.
I'll improvise,
Yeah. I'll make this work.
Right.
But hey,
yeah,
let's have a revolution or something in the next 3 episodes. So that's gonna be fun.
That will definitely be interesting.
But wow.
But, yeah. So the back to the whole Isha thing.
Yeah, back to the Isha thing. Yeah.
Right. I could totally see why this would be something that would absolutely devastate a lot of people. Right?
Oh no, you think?
But if you think about it, this is the better example of season 1 from the standpoint of how everything goes. Yes, people are dying.
You don't need to compare it, but I get what you're.
No. I'm talking about from the standpoint of like, because season 2 has been the okay, but can we? Everything went wrong, and so now can we fix it? Can we fix it? Right?
Yeah.
We have a situation where family cover each other's bases. They look out for each other.
Right.
If they have a blind spot, you're there to help out, right?
Mm-hmm.
Vi and Jinx are, of course, like that because they're opposites, right? But then Isha was covering for Jinx. Jinx was able to keep Isha physically safe, and Isha helps keep Jinx emotionally safe, right?
Right.
Oh, hey, we have another Jinx equivalent in Vander as, now Warwick, this whole, monster thing, right?
Right.
On a good day, it's great. Fantastic.
The monster protects you.
The monster protects you, and there is
that attack from the captain guy.
Exactly, and there was that full possibility that things could have gone back to normal, right?
Right.
But we're not always so lucky, and that's where it keeps the tonal stuff of season 1 while at the same time being different, because we're not always so lucky, but we do have the ability to choose, and we have that agency. It's not completely doomed, right? And so Isha stepping up, I know this is something that neither of you two will be able to do.
Right.
But we're family and I'll be able to do this. And, also, I'll probably end up stopping a lot of the madness that's going on here, right?
Yeah.
And so they're able to do it with a smile on their face, right? As we get that beautiful, beautiful montage of memories with them and Jinx that was so incredibly wonderful. Everything about it was perfect. As Jinx is screaming, no, right? Don't do that. And yet, now that this happens, right? Now we get to see what's going to be the state of things afterwards. Because this is where we get to see, after all the bad shit happens, are we going to be okay? Right? Everything has gone to shit with this episode, right?
Not really, no. No, that's my point. This is not a comparison to the end of season 1.
Okay.
This is a end of episode 3 kind of thing.
Yes,
where someone made a choice, and the consequences of that are being splayed out here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, Harry. The Vi and Jinx stuff has not resolved in any way here. This is just a place where they'll now have to grapple with all this without anybody else to make it easier.
Right.
So they'll not be able to just kind of stand next to each other without touching. They'll have to actually embrace. They'll have to actually talk directly. And there was a lot in this episode that showed that they still had walls up. So in a lot of ways, I don't see this as something that has gone entirely wrong. It's that Jinx will blame herself for this. Vi will also blame herself for this. This will be something where the loss of Vander as a potential, anchor for all this here will make it very hard for them to, look at each other and stare each other, in the face and see who each of each other are, because it's not the way in which they relate to each other as family. It's who they are and the decisions they've made as people that brought them here. And a lot of those decisions are not good ones. Ones that aren't looked back on fondly. So I think it will force the natural, actual stuff of their relationship to be directly addressed. And if it's addressed in conflict, then that's how it's addressed.
Yep.
But I think in a lot of ways what the end of season 1 was the I looked at who you were, Jinx, and I just started to accept that.
Right.
And now we're in a place where Jinx is someone that Vi has definitely accepted, at the very least, enough.
Mm-hmm.
That was kind of the point of the fight, even though Vi was also kind of lying to herself about what she had resolved to do.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
But Powder, the part of Jinx that's still there through the relationship with Isha, is something that she might make a decision about. And I think that is up in the air as to what she'll do with that.
Right. It's not a surefire thing, but we basically got a nice break where everything went on easy mode for a while. Mm-hmm. And that's where we got to see that there's hope, right? Mm-hmm. Easy mode's over.
Yeah.
In a lot of ways, okay, now you have the perspective of both, right? Mm-hmm. Still now put into a very difficult situation. So, sort of all things being equal now, what are you going to decide? Right?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. And that's where I think this, for as painful as this episode is, it's still incredibly hopeful, and I love that that's something that the episode very much understands and does not balk at framing it that way, right?
Right. And that's where I would put this as in a thing of where there's a whole other world of difference between it and season one's finale, because it's more of this is another type of Powder's dying,
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
This is not a
right.
This is not a
that's why it's important to have it, right?
Right.
If you're just duplicating something completely, then you're not adding anything new to the
of course,
conversation, right?
And so I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that at all. What I'm saying is that this is another form of that, and that there's not actual death here with regards to Powder. It was just a consequence of the Powder within Jinx basically wanting to go back to the way things were and having that taken away, but not by the world, but by the decisions of, well, who she inspired here.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really special. Really sweet, really gentle, despite the horrific tragedy of it.
Oh, yeah.
Also, this season's been really leaning on the cliffhangers in a much more open-ended way. We still don't know exactly what happened with Jace.
Right.
We got a lot of Victor stuff, though, and I would like to talk about that, though. And I feel like the reason for that was because Victor did experience a form of a death here. I mean, his body literally gave out and died here.
Yep.
But I think to say that he is dead and gone in the world of this kind of crazy magic, also in the same arc, if you will, the same act where Vander's back,
Right, exactly.
No, Jace did not kill Victor. Jace killed the form that Victor was currently inhabiting, in the same way that Victor was inhabiting all these people in some kind of pseudo-meshed way with his energy, because he was literally giving away his life force to them.
Yep.
Not just his life force, but his actual power and all of that. So he is the magic system right now. Victor is so integral to the story that to have him gone in the next 3 episodes just feels like there's no way. There's no way.
And where I could see it being something where Victor / the Arcane, shall we say, leaves, is that and I'm going to backtrack a little bit to lead back up to my point. One of the biggest surprises, actually, for me in this episode is how much of Victor was there. I expected it to be a lot once we got the line in the previous episode of I'm unburdened by, emotion and things like that. That translated in my mind to, okay, the magical alien overmind has now assumed control and is just using your general, personality and things as a
that's so
a sock puppet, right?
But that's so lazy.
Well, and they didn't end up doing that. And what we ended up getting here is that no, all the stuff that seemed super sus from the outside of like, Victor touches people and now they're psychically linked and they have these new bodies and all that stuff, very much seems like it's this is certainly going to go badly. And it did, but not because of it inherently being bad. No. It was because of the outside forces that then are like, we don't like this, we don't trust this is different. Human nature took effect, basically, right?
Yeah, great. Yeah.
And they had been previously freed from human nature, basically, right?
Right.
And so it wasn't able to work, right? The utopia was destroyed. And so I think that as a result of that, right, and the fact that so much of it was these people still having will and agency and all of that stuff while being, emotionally, spiritually free, right, or a form of it, right?
Yeah.
The fact that we got the scream, right, I think that's the, whatever the intelligence was of the magical force that was cohabitating Victor's body.
Right.
That is now like, all right, cool, peace, I'm out, right? Yeah. I was doing my thing, and I don't have a reason to be nefarious about it because I am legitimately helping these people.
I just want to survive.
And so this
just like
is
any other organism.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's surviving. It's doing its thing in a very peaceful kind of way because it's able to.
Yeah.
Now it's not able to, and so I think that it's either going to become maybe a bit more nefarious, or it's just gonna leave. Right?
Yeah, I don't think it has any kind of malevolence in that regard. That's the part where I feel like this was something more, and I don't think that Victor has any like how do I say this? The fact that he did say he was unburdened by emotion did make me think it was sus. I still thought that the part that was like more kind of Victor's thing was that his gaze had gotten so vast that he had started to unburden himself by what he would call like little things.
Sure.
Like emotion, basically.
Yeah.
So he could see the world in a way that was different. And the vision theme in this episode was rather strong. There were a lot of ways in which they showed the way in which people in this show and in this world and all the characters that were involved in this episode saw the world very differently. When they looked at the world, there were certain people that lit up brighter than others. There were certain, things that they valued more than others. And there were certain decisions that were made guided by the way that they saw the world differently. And thus, people were surprised by a lot of those decisions because it's like, wait, you did that? Like, Caitlin, you betrayed me here? Like, all this basically to line up that if Victor's thing was that he saw the world differently and Jace is the other that came in seeing the world differently.
Yep.
He looked at all of this in the commune and he saw a completely different thing flashing in his eyes that looked nightmarish, ghoulish, eyes flashing everywhere. I'd love to freeze frame on a whole bunch of those and try and get some sense of it, but I feel like we'll just figure it out eventually in like an episode or two, because Jace is still around, so there's that. But what would cause Jace to see the world so differently? What would cause him basically to disappear basically for all that time?
Well, I don't think there's too much that we can really like. We didn't get much answers with regards. We didn't get any answers with regards to what happened with Jace. We got more evocative imagery, which can give us a sense of it. But at the end of the day, it was something that was weird enough that we're really not going to be able to understand it until the show actually
wants to explain it.
Sure, right?
Sure.
And that's where it has to really make sure that the emotive aspects of it land, given how much of an impact Jace's actions are having on the plot, right? And so understanding and fully buying this change in motivation and personality and everything is really important. I think they did a great job with that. So, like a lot of the things that he is thinking and feeling are the same kinds of things that like are our knee-jerk reactions when we see, You want to talk to Victor? Hello, Jace. You know, right? Like that's the kind of stuff that makes us think, all right, we can't trust this. Yeah, if I had a hammer, maybe I'd be thinking, you know, we need to start smashing glowy things too, you know. But
yeah, I don't. I get why you'd say that, but I don't think that's what we're hinting at. I think we're hinting at more of a, like, Jace went through an experience of some kind that is not one that would just be, oh, based on what he sees here, that makes sense. Those are responses that would make sense given, like, just the on the surface stuff here. I feel like it's got to be, like, way more, like, way deeper and complex. Like the idea that he basically was the, like we talked about earlier in the discussion, that he was the timer, basically saying, hey, once he shows up, it's over. The episode's basically over because he's going to kill Victor. Like he's going to destroy him. Nothing of what he basically did exemplified the kind of the three themes, the things that Mbessa brought up, the things that Vi brought up. He basically just came in with the, like, single-minded, dogged, just, I'm going to kill him, I have to do this, and just ended up being this unstoppable force of chaos. He's more the thing that, he embodied the things that Victor observed about the Arcane that was so vastly, like, strange and complex, was that it was it's this unlimited chaos, basically, that just comes in. Okay. And I feel like that's where Jace is set up to be a linchpin for at least obviously the next 3 episodes.
He's the big mystery box right now.
He is the big mystery box right now, but I don't feel like you can explore that without exploring what Victor represented in this episode, because he also was disconnected from those themes, in that he was and I feel like there's maybe a larger discussion that could be had, and we don't really have the time for it, basically, but I feel like Victor in this episode was kind of pointing at obviously some grander stuff, but it would take maybe, I don't know, an hour to try and piece apart, like, some of the things he was getting at here, even though a lot of his stuff was pretty, you know, simple, like, fortune cookie kind of stuff of, like, you know, like, not super complex, but I don't know, I just get the vibe, the way that he was framed in this episode. He was the sacrifice, if you will, and I am.
Yeah, I mean, he sacrificed himself, right? It's the, you know, he sacrificed himself. He sacrificed the whole commune because he believed in the importance of letting Jace actually choose, right? You know, of letting the people that come to the place choose, right? That's why it's the, please leave your weapons here. You know, when they have the ability to enact violence and they're even considering it, they aren't flinching, because it's the, okay, if you decide to do that, you decide to do that. But, you know, the fact that this whole place works is, you know, because they're,
none of them are outsiders.
Right. Well, or none of them are burdened by the things that are making the people around them so confused, right? You know, that are making them approach things, you know, in that hot-blooded kind of way.
Yeah, and because he's just still a man, he can't unlimitedly keep, you know, bringing more and more people into this commune. Like, he couldn't do anything with Warwick in the, like, short term.
Although I think that's more of a thing of Warwick specifically, like, you know, the whole psyche's being intertwined rather than
no, totally. You know, but I think that's the point, that he could have done that with Warwick if Warwick was the first person that came there.
Oh, sure. Right. Well, and he still theoretically could have,
right,
you know,
if they had enough time.
Right, exactly. Yeah. He just wasn't given the opportunity, right? Yeah. Or the opportunity was taken. Yeah. You know.
But they've set up a lot of really, really good stuff for the last 3 episodes. But I do feel that burden that the story has put on Jace in a way to basically peel back basically what happened. Otherwise, we just have, like, an Mbessa fight, you know, over to take back, you know, Piltover from her grip revolution, I guess, for the last 3 episodes.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's something where
otherwise the pacing is going to have to move really quickly in the next episode, and I'm I don't know.
Yeah, I think...
I'm worried about that.
Right. There's definitely going to be character things that need to happen, right? Because of just the events of this episode, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, I think the primary conflict here is going to be a societal one, not as much a character one. And so, yeah, things like dealing with Ambessa and her forces is going to be a big part of that.
Right, and I don't feel like that makes for a good necessary next arc of Arcane if we don't have good character, like strong, like
it's
things for this. And this episode kind of left a couple of those up in the air. So it's like, oh, there's gonna be a lot of burden on the 7th episode to really reestablish some things. And that's what they've been doing every first episode of each act.
Right.
So far.
And to be fair,
two's not a pattern really, but it's
Ambessa
something.
could just be so completely routed or fucked from this situation that they don't maybe need to do that as much, because she was already in a situation where she didn't have a lot of, influence back home for some reason or other. And so, all right, everything goes fully to shit here, she's not really in a position to actually take over Piltover or anything like that.
No, I think she'll full hostile takeover because she doesn't have Caitlyn anymore. That she has to.
Oh,
and
sure.
So no, I think
right. Subtlety or guile has no place anymore.
Has no place. Yeah. Or it will, but it's I have to do it without you, Caitlyn, and I have to use it against you. But
right.
Yeah, there's a lot to talk about with this episode. I feel like in some ways the discussion about Victor is one that we'll definitely have as like
additional layers revealed.
Yeah, or also just something to talk about as the series finishes and stuff. But all right, y'all, thank you so much for watching this episode's reaction and discussion. If you want to see the next episode's reaction and discussion right now, though, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon. You got an early access there. You can watch full-length timer reactions there, and all this comes with Discord access, so you can chat with us in the community there about this show, about animated shows in general, and also be sure to check out our Twitch channel. See if any of that interests you. We'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all next time.